Has anyone actually played an NBA 2K My Career all the way through? I know I haven't. So in this video, I decided why not see what happens if we simulate our My Career 20 or more seasons into the future and see what would happen. Will they let you play till you're 50, till you're 60? Who knows? In today's video, we're gonna find out. Now, if you're familiar with my channel, you know we made a video very similar to this, or basically the same thing. And basically what happened at the end was 2K forced me to retire at the start of the 2042-2043 season. They even took away my MyCareer tab. As you can see here, this is a clip from our last video. They took away the MyCareer tab, which we wanted to be able to see the NBA record books because a lot of things change how the game changes throughout the years. The NBA record books might look crazy, you know, Steph Curry might not be the career leader for threes anymore. So we're going to make sure we do it right this time around. And this time we're going to do our Hall of Fame speech because last time, once they took our My Career tab away, we wasn't able to do our Hall of Fame speech. That will probably be on a different video. So there will be a link in the description for that. But now guys, let's get into it. Try number 2. Let's go. Okay, so we're starting off here in our 23-24 season. I just signed with the Philadelphia 76ers. I'm having a great season. 38 points per game, 8.8 rebounds, 14.6 assists, and we're 35-3. So we have a real shot at beating the Warriors 73-9 record. So that's basically what we're going for. And as you can see at the end of the season, we end up going 77-5, first seed in the East, and we're going to go ahead and head to the playoffs. Taking on the Detroit Pistons in the first round. Easy matchup, right? Nope. Actually, we do beat them. My bad. Chicago sweeps us next round, though. And the Nets go on to win the finals in the 23-24 season. That's Shep Owens. That's Kevin Durant. Kyrie. They're all there. I win MVP, of course. Look at the numbers. 37 points, 14 assists, 9 rebounds. Stewart Jr., Rookie of the Year. Ben Simmons, 6th Man of the Year. Evan Mobley, Defensive Player of the Year. Precious Achiuwa, Most Improved Player. And Doc Rivers, our head coach, is Coach of the Year. 24-25 season, we have Kawhi Leonard joining the Indiana Pacers. Anthony Davis joining the Utah Jazz. DeJounte Murray on the Pacers as well. He left Trae Young. And Jaylen Brown is on the Lakers. Got some crazy stuff happening. Kyrie on the Houston Rockets. Tyrese Halliburton, New York Knicks. James Harden on the Detroit Pistons. Porzingis, Bam. Domantas Sabonis, he's on the Wizards now. 24-25 season, I'm still on the Sixers. We didn't even make the playoffs this year, despite going 77-5 the season before. My Cleveland Cavaliers, though, they're going to win the NBA Finals over the Oklahoma City Thunder. Nikola Jokic wins another MVP. That's going to be, what, his 3rd in 4 years? I'm pretty sure at least. I'm pretty sure it's 3rd in 4 years. Ricky Ball, Rookie of the Year. You know these 2K generic rookies are going to start taking over very soon. Ben Simmons, 6th Man of the Year. Evan Mobley, another Defensive Player of the Year. Most Improved Player is Stewart. And then, I don't even know, that was going too fast for me to even read. 25-26 season, though, we have Giannis Antetokounmpo joining the Nets with Kevin Durant. Ben Simmons is on the Milwaukee Bucks. That's only 2 crazy moves of that offseason. So we're going to go ahead and go into our playoffs here, 25-26 season. The Charlotte Hornets beat Zion and the Pelicans in the finals. LaMelo Ball getting his ring. Luka Doncic won MVP. Cliff Keller, Rookie of the Year. Cole Anthony, 6th Man of the Year. Evan Mobley, another Defensive Player of the Year. Jalen Duren, Most Improved Player. And Willie Green is the Coach of the Year. 26-27 season, KD left Giannis to join the Clippers. He is 38 years old now. Still a 91 overall, though. Paolo Banchero is now on the Charlotte Hornets with LaMelo Ball. RJ Barrett is on the Bucks. And this is my last season with the Sixers, so I'm looking at the standings. I want to join the worst team in the league because if I get to the playoffs, it takes so much longer to simulate through the playoffs, so I want to make sure I don't make the playoffs, so I'm probably thinking about joining the Wizards. The Boston Celtics win the 27 NBA Finals. Luka Doncic back-to-back MVPs. 2K generic rookie Dane Smart, Rookie of the Year. Cole Anthony, another 6th Man of the Year. Evan Mobley, his 4th Defensive Player of the Year in a row. Shaedon Sharpe, Most Improved Player. Coach of the Year, Steven Silas. That man Luka, 3 in a row. 27-28 season, Wizards. I'm going to sign with them. Hopefully we don't make the playoffs because I do not want to simulate. Luka Doncic joining the Portland Trail Blazers this offseason. Crazy move right there. Ricky Ball, this dude, he's not bad. You know, he won Rookie of the Year not too long ago, but this man Ricky Ball, watch out for him. LaMelo Ball, he is now playing on the Orlando Magic. Maybe Ricky Ball's a lost long ball brother. Never thought of that. Kevin Durant, 39 years old, he left the Clippers. He's just signing 1-year deals now to end his career. $40 million deals. KD's on the Mavericks now. That's crazy. Karl Anthony Towns on the Golden State Warriors. Jaylen Brown joined the Timberwolves. He's moving around quite a bit. Anthony Simons, he's also on the Mavericks with Kevin Durant. We're in the 27-28 playoffs. We did not make it as the Wizards, and we're going to see who's going to make it to the finals this year. It's going to be the Rockets versus the Hawks, and the Houston Rockets take the ring. Luka Doncic, 4 MVPs in a row? Or is that 3? I don't know. Trae Young, 6th man of the year at this point of his career. That man's a 6th man now. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Defensive Player of the Year. He's stacking up the awards. He's stacking up the accolades. Chris Dawson is Most Improved Player. Mark Dagnall, which is the Thunder Coach of the Year. 28-29 season, Cade Cunningham is on the Utah Jazz. Giannis is still on the Nets. Darius Garland is on the Chicago Bulls. He left the Cavs. Why you got to do us like that, Darius? Brandon Ingram, Milwaukee Bucks. That's about all we have for that offseason. Now to the 29 playoffs. Here come the NBA Finals, and the Cavaliers win the finals without Darius Garland. So it looks like Evan Mobley is doing just fine by himself. Dyson Daniels, in a shocker, he's going to win MVP. That's crazy right there. Klay Robinson, generic Rookie of the Year. Trae Young, another 6th man of the year. Evan Mobley, Defensive Player of the Year. And who's our Most Improved Player? Lyle Bass, Steve Clifford, Coach of the Year. And I think Trae Young's 6th man because Shea is on the Hawks. I forgot to show that. But we have Paolo Banchero on the Boston Celtics now. And that's about all we have for that offseason. 29-30 season here. The Wizards, they made the playoffs. And we ended up getting beat in the first round to the Hornets. So it wasn't that much simulating I had to do. So I'm happy with that. And the Orlando Magic go on to win the finals. They have LaMelo Ball and Jason Tatum. They got a pretty stacked team there. Jokic winning another MVP for the 2030 season. Joe Carr, Rookie of the Year, 6th man. Chet Holmgren for the Thunder. Cliff Keller, Defensive Player of the Year. Philip Toscano, Most Improved Player. Steve Clifford, Coach of the Year. He's stacking them up. 30-31 season, LaMelo Ball. He didn't move too far. He went from Orlando to Miami. Trae Young is now on the Denver Nuggets. Still at 87 overall. Anthony Davis is in the league, but he's a free agent at 37 years old. 31 playoffs here. Let's see what we got. No playoffs for the Wizards this year. And the Pelicans. Zion's going to win his first ring. Luka Doncic, another MVP, of course. Tugay, Akel, I don't even know. Brendan Saunders, Defensive Player of the Year, Chet Holmgren. And then we have Ray Logan, Most Improved Player. Willie Green, Coach of the Year. 31-32 season. I am a free agent yet again. I think I'm going to re-sign with the Wizards because out of 4 years, we only made the playoffs one time. So we're just going to go ahead and roll with them yet again. Joel Embiid, 37 years old. He is on the Pelicans. And that's about all we had for the offseason on there. We made the playoffs this year. And we lost to the Magic first round. And the Bulls go ahead and win the NBA Finals 4-1. Darius Garland winning MVP and his ring. I think that's his second ring. Isaac Wingate, Rookie of the Year. Philip Toscano, 6th man of the year. I think he won that last year. Chet Holmgren, Defensive Player of the Year. Julian Swift, Most Improved Player. And Mark Dagnall, the Thunder Coach of the Year. 32-33 season. Donovan Mitchell is now on the 76ers. Bam Adebayo's on the Knicks. Jaylen Brown's on the Spurs. OG Anunoby, Thunder. We're in the 32-33 playoffs now. We did not make the playoffs again. Hawks, Mavericks. Hawks take the ring. Hawks take the win. Darius Garland, back-to-back MVPs. Denison Carlos, Rookie of the Year. Jinwei Chan, 6th man of the year. Evan Mobley, his 5th Defensive Player of the Year, I'm thinking. We're going to go ahead and check it real quick here. 6. That's his 6th Defensive Player of the Year. He's 2-time NBA champion. That's my guy right there, Evan Mobley. He's a dog out here. Most Improved Player, Mark Lynham, 26 points per game. That's crazy. And the Thunder Coach is Coach of the Year again. 33-34 season. Ja Morant is now a member of the Denver Nuggets along with Trae Young. Shep Owens finally switched teams. He's on the Boston Celtics with Paolo. LaMelo Ball still doing his thing. And then Bam was on the Knicks. He found his way back to the Heat. Playoffs for the 33-34 season. What do we have? What do we have? Bulls, Spurs. Spurs beat the Bulls. So Darius Garland getting kicked out of the finals. I'm sure he don't like that one. But I wanted to see this Bulls roster. So they have a generic rookie or generic player, Hal Isley, Jaden Hardy. They don't really have that good of a roster, to be honest with y'all. But they do have Tyrese Halliburton on the bench. So I guess it's all good. Mark Lynham, he won Most Improved last year. He won Most Valuable this year. Dustin Kersey, Rookie of the Year. Paul Rogers, Sixth Man of the Year. Brett Mitchell, Defensive Player of the Year. Kevin Forbes, Most Improved Player. These generic 2K players are taking over the league. 34-35 season. RJ Barrett. That's about all we had to show. And the Wizards made the playoffs. And not only that, we won our first round matchup. We go to our second round matchup against the Hawks. And we beat them too. I'm thinking we might as well go for the ring, right? No. We run into the Cleveland Cavaliers. You know they're hot with Evan Mobley. And they beat us in game 6, I believe. And it's all good. We're going home. I'm happy for my boy Evan, though. He's dominating this league right now. So that was a lot to simulate. But you know what? We're just going to keep it moving. Get into next season. Cavaliers do make the finals. They did beat us. But they're going to lose to the Golden State Warriors. And I'm curious who the Warriors have. 82 overall is their highest. No, I'm sorry. 84 Jonathan Kuminga. The highest overall in their starting lineup. And they won the NBA Finals. I don't know what 2K's doing with these rosters. But holy crap. That's crazy right there. Mark Lynham, back-to-back MVPs. Ricky Brooks, Rookie of the Year. Ben Simmons, Sixth Man of the Year. He's still in the league. Denelson Carlos, Defensive Player of the Year. Matthew Baylor, Most Improved Player. Matt Adams, Coach of the Year. Don't even know who he is. 35-36 season. I thought, you know what? The Wizards are getting too good. We're making the conference finals, so I'm going to have to get the hell out of here. I need to go to a terrible team. So I decide, you know what? Zion's been struggling lately. Why not I go team up with my boy Zion and go to New Orleans, you know, in my career there. Get some food, get off fat. Why not? Bam Adebayo went from the Knicks to the Heat, back to the Knicks. Shea is on the Indiana Pacers now. Trae Young is now on the Clippers at age 37. Tatum's still in Orlando. Luka Doncic is on the Miami Heat now. And we're going to go ahead and simulate the playoffs. Of course, the Pelicans did not make it, so that is good for me. No long-term simulating. Cavs, Thunder. Cavs win another NBA championship. My guy, Evan Mobley, doing it again. 90 overall. He's a 3-time champ, 6-time Defensive Player of the Year. He's just a dog out here, bro. Luka Doncic, MVP. Even in his, I don't even know what season this is for Luka. He's getting close to 20, though, but he's still doing his thing. Rookie of the Year, Morris Wilson. Gary Robertson, Sixth Man of the Year. Joe Carr, Defensive Player of the Year. Gene Stanley, Coach of the Year is Eric Spoelstra. That man's still coaching. 36-37 season, Trae Young's on the Grizzlies. That man, Luka, found his way back to Dallas. Darius Garland's on the Toronto Raptors. LaMelo Ball is on the Mavericks as well. And Anthony Edwards is on the Golden State Warriors. Scotty Barnes on the Nuggets. 36-37 playoffs. Pelicans did not make it again, so we're good on that. Here come the NBA Finals. The Nuggets beating the Celtics 4-1. I wanted to see the Nuggets and the Celtics roster. Ja Morant, I forgot they had him. Did his thing, and I'm pretty sure they have Scotty Barnes as well. And they do. I don't know why he's at the very end. Ike Christopher, Most Valuable Player for the Wizards. Dalen Levens Jr., Sixth Man of the Year. Trae Young for the Grizzlies. So he's just stacking up Sixth Man of the Year awards. Denelson Carlos, Defensive Player. Most Improved, Gerardo Lopez. Logan Schmidt, Coach of the Year. 37-38 season. No crazy off-season moves. We did not make the playoffs, and the Warriors winning the finals again. I'm curious if they had that same roster that they had. And it's even worse now. Anthony Edwards is their well-known player. Ike Christopher, back-to-back MVPs. Clark Jameson, Rookie of the Year. Dante Mercer, Sixth Man of the Year. Denelson Carlos, Defensive Player of the Year. He has a bunch of those. Alex Jensen, Coach of the Year. Don't even know him. 38-39 season. Garland found his way back to Cleveland. We're going to go ahead and simulate the playoffs. We did not make it yet again with the Pelicans. Pacers, Suns. Pacers win the finals. They got a decent roster, 87, 88, 82, 90. Decent little roster there. Dalen Levens Jr., most valuable player. Miguel Ramos, 6-man. Clay Robinson, Calvin Starks, defensive player of the year. Dwayne Hammond's most improved coach of the year. Chris Finch, 39-40 season. I'm a free agent again. I thought, I'm going out a champion, because this is my this season right here. The 39-40 season is my last season in the league, because if I decide to go to the 40-41 season, they're gonna retire me, or they're going to the 41-42 season. My bad, they'll retire me. So I wanted to make sure this is my last season, so I can spend my actual last season and not lose my MyCareer tab, and I can do my Hall of Fame speech. So I went to the best team in the league, Pacers. They signed me. As you can see, we won the first round, we won the second round, we beat the Sixers in the third round. We're heading to the NBA Finals. It's time for me to get my ring and coast off into the sunset. And that's exactly what we do. We beat the Sacramento Kings in the NBA Finals. You know, it was real emotional. It was real emotional for my player. As you can see him over there, man. He's letting it all, he's soaking it all in. He can't believe what's happening. A 20-year career. And he gets it done at the end. As a starting point guard. He did his thing out here. And I'm going to let these Kings fans know it. You're going to see. You're going to see these Kings fans. They're going to be told, you know, just how I feel. I'm going to let them go. There got my girlfriend on the left, man. My boy Ricky's there. Look at that Pacer fan. Only one there. This is my house right here. No, I'm just kidding, though. But we did do our damn thing. We won the ring. And that's all I can say. I'm a champion, baby. Bradley Brewer, MVP for this season. Charles Carr, Rookie of the Year. Cade Cunningham, 6th-man of the year. Calvin Starks, Defensive Player of the Year. Dante Carter and Chris Finch. Now we're going to get into these record books. As you can see on the bottom of the screen, I have them labeled. This is in one game. So, 3-pointers made in one game. Klay Thompson still holds that 14, but Booker, Edmund Cameron, and Cade Cunningham all matched it. So they all matched it with 14. Even Paulo Banchero had 13 in the game. Free throws made in the game, no one touched it. Rebounds in the game, no one's ever going to touch that. Assist in a game, no one touched that as well. Blocks in a game, looks like nobody touched that one as well. Steals, looks like Kawhi Leonard and DeJounte Murray in 26 and 23 had gotten into the steal book. Minutes in a game, Dale Ellis 69. Turnovers in a game, looks like we had one person, Morris Wilson, a generic 2K player. He got into that one. Now we're going to get to total points in one season here. I am 3rd on the list. That was my MVP season with the 76ers, I'm pretty sure. Field goal made in a season. I'm 5th on the list. That was also from my MVP season. 3-pointers made in one season. I am number 1, and that is from my MVP season as well. And as you can see, Steph Curry is not even top 10 anymore for most threes in one season. So he got wiped completely off the top 10. Free throws made in one season. I don't think any one of us did anything. Rebounds in one season. Assists in a season. I am the number 1 record holder. Also from my MVP season with the Sixers. I was going crazy that season. Blocks in a season. It looks like no one touched it. Steals in a season. Looks like no one touched it. Minutes in a season. No one touched it. Total points in a career. These are career records, guys. LeBron James, he obviously broke the record for Kareem. Kevin Durant finishes his career on 3rd. Devin Booker, top 5 scorer in NBA history. Luka Doncic, top 6. Kobe's still 7th. Cade Cunningham, top 10. Shep Owens is a top 10. And even Trae Young, who spent a majority of his career as a 6-man, is even a top 10 scorer in NBA history. Field goals made in a career. LeBron's 2nd. KD's 4th. Giannis is 6th. Shep Owens 7th. 3-pointers made in a career. Cade Cunningham, 6,010. Jalen Green, 5,300. LaMelo Ball, 5,000. I'm 6th on the list with 4,800. Steph's 7th. So I barely beat the best shooter in NBA history. I guess the best shooter in NBA history is probably Cade Cunningham, because that man is just breaking all kinds of records. That's crazy. Free throws made in a career. Rebounds in a career. Evan Mobley's top 6. Assists in a career. LaMelo Ball, top 3. Chris Paul, number 2. Shep Owens is number 4. That's crazy. Trae Young, Darius Garland's there. Luka, Ja, LeBron, Jokic. Shai's even top 15 for assists in a career. That's pretty crazy right there. I'm trying to look for myself here, but I don't see myself, so guess I wasn't getting much assists. Blocks in a career. My guy Evan Mobley's top 10. Chet Holmgren top 15 though. Steals in a career. LaMelo Ball's there. Don't really see too much. Minutes in a career. I was number 4. That's pretty cool to see. I mean, I was out there grinding. I didn't get hurt. Just went out there and did my thing. Turnovers in a career. LeBron's number 1. Russell's number 3. I thought Russell might be number 1. I'm number 6 on the list. Oh my god. Points per game. None of these really matter to me. If you guys want to see my Hall of Fame speech, you know, retiring a 20-year career, make sure you click the link in the description, or it might be even pinned on the comments. And hopefully you guys liked the video. If you did, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see y'all in the next one.